For those of you who don't know, Poppy Playtime released Chapter 2 just 7 months after the launch of the initial game. Now, 19 months have passed as we continue to wait for the much-anticipated launch of Chapter 3. The team at Mob Entertainment has hungered down to give us the best installment yet, and along the way we have dropped a few teasers, leaving more questions than answers. From the ARG and social media posts, we gathered a ton of new information that we've already talked about. But there are still some lingering questions. Who are the smiling critters? When will we see the prototype? And where are DogDay and Catnap? Hello everyone, welcome back to Game Theory Funnels, the show where we analyze and theorize your favorite games so you don't have to. So while I'm busy doing that, why don't you go ahead and give a big ol' huggy wuggy to that subscribe button. We're always doing videos like this to keep you guys up to date. I mean, clearly someone has to. Mob Entertainment has a habit of dropping us bits of lore over time, leaving people like you and me to piece it together. Poppy Playtime's lore can be confusing for newbies, and as soon as you think you may have figured it all out, Mobs throws you a curveball. In Chapter 3, the said curveball is the smiling critters. Deep Sleep teasers began with posters, a teaser, a trailer, and more detailed VHS tapes. It all made sense and aligned with the existing lore, but then Mob introduced us to seemingly innocent but shady plushies. The 8 toys were first revealed in November, and then Mob shared more details about each of them. If you're confused, keep watching because we are here to explain everything you need to know about the new toys. The Smiling Critters are Playtime Co.'s latest creation, a set of 8 plush toys with gaping eyes, signature scents, and creepy smiles. On the surface, they are your regular plush toys, except they're not. Each critter wears bright-colored skin with a zipper on the front and a distinctive charm hanging from its neck. All toys have a unique, pleasant scent which can be spritzed through their mouths by pulling their tails. There's DogDay, Kickin' Chicken, BearHug, Bubba Bubbaphant, CraftyCorn, PickyPiggy, Hoppy Hopscotch, and Catnap. Now, all critters are supposed to provide a sense of calm for children through their herbal scents. But I don't think they do a great job at that. The smiling critters are a bit creepy. Playtime Co. is always on the lookout to produce toys that turn them a profit, so the company came up with the idea of a toy line with built-in scent tankers. The smiling critters are very different than previous Playtime toys. They are all friends, look similar, and have strong personalities and themes. The smiling critters are not merely toys, but they are marketed in a way to connect with kids on a deeper level. For example, PickyPiggy motivates you to eat better, DogDay teaches you leadership, Hoppy Hopscotch is all about companionship, Kickin' Chicken teaches you resilience, CraftyCorn is artsy, BearHug preaches about love, Bubba Bubbaphant is bright and smart. In contrast to Huggy Wuggy or Mommy Longlegs, the smiling critters are more than just toys meant for entertainment. The company made them as true friends for the kids. Now the 7 toys may pass as friends, but then there's the purple feline, Catnap. Toys with a function or an operation are always just creepier. Remember the video Barbie doll? Introduced in the 1990s, the doll line faced controversy and was eventually discontinued due to privacy concerns. The doll featured a small video camera embedded in its chest, allowing users to record footage from Barbie's perspective. While in the real world, all 8 critters would have been discontinued for their extremely odd scent-spraying mouths, but in Poppy Playtime, parents draw the line at nightmare-inducing gas. After launching the plushie line, Playtime Co. retracted the original ad and re-released the critters with a new ad featuring only 7 plushies. This was due to a production error that caused Catnap's scent to smell funny. Now, we say that it was a production error, but knowing Playtime, it's challenging to determine just how much of it was intentional. As a result, Catnap's perfume didn't smell like lavender. Instead, it was horrible. It induced sleep and violent nightmares in children, causing their parents to complain and return the cursed toy. Eventually, Playtime had to discontinue Catnap, leaving only 7 critters. We now know what the smiling critters are, but this info is just not enough. Fans of the game are still confused as to who the smiling critters are. Should we be scared of them, or are they friends? At this moment, it's tough to tell, but I think it's not as black and white. Poppy Playtime isn't like your regular horror game where the monster is in plain sight, with bulging eyes, bloody fangs, and pointy nails. Monsters in Poppy Playtime wear bright smiles, look cute, and are sometimes even human. Now is not the time to delve into Harley Sawyer's history and moral values, but the point is that it can be challenging to watch out for enemies in Poppy Playtime. In Chapter 3, Mob has mentioned several characters who could potentially be antagonists. We have Poppy, Catnap, the other critters, and our leading contender for the role of the villain, the prototype. Yet, when you consider the smiling critters, labeling them as villains just feels wrong. Which brings us back to our question: who are they? Let's go back to our earlier point of the smiling critters having a strong personality and theme, a detail that was missing in earlier Playtime toys. It is worth noting that previous toys were merely handheld playthings with no purpose whatsoever. The smiling critters, on the other hand, have a purpose. It's as if Mob wants children to form an emotional bond with these toys. While it sounds innocuous for a kid to be emotionally attached to a toy, it's not that simple in this case. The smiling critters are scent-infused, and knowing that Catnap already stirred controversy for his signature scent suggests that the entire toy model was questionable. Catnap was likely just a vessel to put the Orphans and Playtime Co. to bed for an ulterior motive. But if that's the case, why were they getting nightmares? Another curious detail is that this unknown gas doesn't seem to impact the other critters negatively. It's as if the other critters are addicted to Catnap's scent, and it helps them sleep peacefully. So while the rest of the critters are less intense and scary, they do have some affinity with Catnap. Or it's possible that even regular kids become addicted at some point, making them desensitized to the nightmares. But these are all theories. We know that Catnap is responsible for putting the children to bed and making sure they are asleep, using his unknown gas. After the latest trailer, I am 100% sure Catnap is pure evil. He may have been a nice kid in his previous life, but probably overdose of catnip or poppy gas has made him delirious, maybe even mute? But the rest of the critters look fine besides their addiction to Catnap's gas. At this point, it's tough to tell what the purpose of each critter is and if they are evil as well, but my guess is that they're not. From the trailer, you can easily notice that the smiling critters feel normal human emotions, from happiness to fear. They don't start acting delirious until they breathe in Catnap's nightmare-inducing scent. Connecting this with the recent gameplay trailer, there's a faint noise in the background of someone telling you to find the flower. Could it be possible that Catnap is driving everyone insane with an unlimited supply of poppy flower gas, aka opium? What if the 7 smiling creatures start as your guide and help in the play care? Hoppy Hopscotch helps you get through movement-related tasks, Bobby BearHug provides comfort in horrible situations, and so on. What we can confirm is the presence of unbridled poppy gas in play care. For this purpose, the teaser reveals a protective mask designed to shield you from the gas, preventing any risk of insanity due to exposure. But our smiling critters don't have the masks. What if, with every passing moment in play care, they continue to lose their sanity, transforming into vile creatures? From being helpful plushies, the critters may turn into a version of Catnap. To prevent this from happening, you're tasked with finding the poppy flower and destroying the gas chambers once and for all. If that happens, will Catnap come out of the influence and help you? Or maybe the other critters are just evil as well, but for some reason, I find it hard to believe. If they were inherently evil, they wouldn't be scared of the dark and express regular human emotions. Maybe Catnap is just trying to expand the prototype's cult by brainwashing the critters? We know that Chapter 3 has cultic themes where the prototype is potentially trying to expand his circle with Catnap as the supposed prophet. We see them as regular toys at the trailer's beginning, but Catnap's entrance triggers a personality switch. All toys are pleased to see their leader and beg for the poppy gas. Could this be because they consider Catnap to be the preacher of the savior? Poppy gas could be just another way to lure in children and create an army of toys by snatching away their sanity and decision-making. The smiling critters could just be another pawn in the prototype's game. There are so many possibilities. From what I know, there is some sort of distinction between Catnap and his friends, and it's something more than them being sidekicks and Catnap being the main antagonist. We've knocked out Huggy and freed Poppy from her case. We've grinded Mummy into 2 and watched as the prototype dragged away her remains. Now a new horror emerges as we enter Playcare. We'll find out soon enough in the weeks to come what Poppy Playtime has in store for us. Until then, you'll have to make do with my theories and analysis, which are pretty spot on most of the time. What new information will Chapter 3 bring us? Will Catnap turn on dog play? Are the smiling critters able to be saved, or is it too late for them? If you have any thoughts, drop a comment and leave a like on this video. In the meantime, remember, it's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching.